My thoughts on the roast of Kevin Hart. Okay, I got mixed feelings about this entire thing, but I guess we could go comedian by comedian, at least the ones I remember. Okay, so first of all, I gotta preface this by saying that I don't think people understand that roasts are a subgenre of comedy or of stand-up comedy, if you will, that is extremely offensive. Like it always has been extremely offensive. I know that the fact that there's a lot of celebrities that do these things may make one believe that this is going to be something that's fun for everybody, but no, it's actually very niche because it is inherently very offensive. Look at any roast from past, present, and the ones in the future. They're all going to be extremely offensive in one way or another. They are going to be racist. They're going to be misogynist. They're going to be homophobic, transphobic, whatever phobic, any and everything. It's going to be like that. Always has been, always will. And maybe depending on who you are, you can think that in the case maybe with Kevin Hart, it's to bring him down, it's to bring black people down, it's to establish white supremacy or whatever. You're entitled to that opinion. But in and of itself, again, it is hardcore. Okay, there's rock, there's hardcore rock, there's adult films, there's hardcore adult films. I've seen videos from people of all shapes and colors talking smack about this roast, defending it. I saw this Umar Johnson, which I respect many of his opinions, not everything, but he was on somebody's podcast basically reciting the jokes. And to be honest, he was saying that they were this and that, and basically again like white supremacy and all that stuff. And the thing is, while he was retelling the jokes, I still found them hilarious. Like the people, like there was a joke about Charlie Kirk told by Skeet Davidson, and there was a joke about George Floyd told by Tony Hinchcliffe. So literally nothing is like off the table here. The actual review. First of all, Kevin Hart. I think Kevin Hart. First of all, if you don't know, the guy getting roasted will always have a chance at the end to roast everyone back, and you know all that stuff. Get his redemption, revenge, so to speak. I think Kevin Hart bombed in his own roast. I haven't heard anybody say that, but his part was terrible. I did not laugh once at anything he said during the whole roast. Many people, many comedians were saying, "Kevin, you're a sellout. You're a sellout." And you know what this dude does? He goes and lists, "Oh, look at my sponsors. This is this and that." It's like, okay, that's to me, that's not impressive. At least not in the comedic sense. It's not funny. It's just his was one of the worst parts in this roast. Tom Brady's part was better than his. As for Shane Gillis, the host, I like Shane Gillis. I think currently he's one of my favorite stand-up comedians. But I do hate the fact that when he thinks that a joke doesn't go over well or that it doesn't get that much laughs, he always kind of like says something like, I thought it was funny. Like, it's not funny. Something like that. Like he needs more confidence. He needs to just ignore if he thinks that a joke bombs or something. But other than that, he did pretty good. Who else was there? First of all, the people who I think did badly. Tiana Taylor was there for a few minutes. Really boring, to be honest. Even Gillis made mention of that. The Rock is just the Rock's just a weirdo, completely unfunny. Just get him out of here, man. Um, Regina Hall. Okay, Regina Hall was looking like really serious during the whole roast. She wasn't laughing. She wasn't showing much emotion. But when it came time for her to roast Kevin Hart, she did this bit about it was Kevin's mother or somebody from beyond the grave talking to him and talking smack, something like that. I just found it really unfunny. It went over. It went like 10 minutes. I don't know. It felt like 30. Chelsea Handler. Some jokes were okay. The rest were just like, like your shtick is so old. It's oh yeah, I'm promiscuous. I'm a white woman. Skeet Davidson's part was okay. Jeff Ross, his part was good, but compared to his other sets on other roasts, it was kind of subpar. Lizzo's part was all right. And to be honest, the roast basically it was 3 hours long, and there are some moments that are really good 20, 30 minutes of really good jokes and everything, and then there's like 20 minutes of really boring stuff. It drags on some in some parts, and in some parts it's just really good and it keeps you hooked. And so overall, I think it was a good roast. But I don't know. I have mixed feelings. I could go into detail about like any specific joke, but like I said, they told jokes about George Floyd. They told jokes about Charlie Kirk. So everybody can get offended by anything, you know. I guess one of the jokes that is a bit more controversial was the one about the lynching and Kevin Hart and the bonsai tree. And like I said, to me it was kind of funny. But yeah, I would understand why some black person would get offended by that. That is messed up. But again, nothing is off the table in these roasts. Again, it's a hardcore subgenre of comedy. Just like there's hardcore subgenres of music like that are not for everybody, roasts are part of them. But the thing that always tricks people into watching them, even if they don't like that type of humor, is because there's celebrities that do that. I mean, I feel like I could talk on and on about this roast, but I guess it was good. But I don't like Kevin Hart. It just gives me I get a like a weird vibe from him. I just don't like him. I feel like if I were to meet him in person, he's like one of those people you can't trust. Like he's always looking to get something out of every situation, and not in a good, virtuous, or even an innocuous way. Just like some kind of, I don't know. But that's just the vibe I get from him.